Welcome back to Small Business. Well, there's no question that productivity and innovation have become critically important for the local economy. But the question is, how do you support the growth and development of the entrepreneurial spirit in Australia? Well, one business, The Unstoppables, run by Julio De Laffitte, is doing just that. And I spoke to him all about it a short time ago.
It's about getting entrepreneurs in Australia together. We're noticing that there's a lot of guys that have been entrepreneurs for a while, made a lot of money, and they are starting to lose their relevance. So how do we get them sharpened? How do we get them to go forward in life? We want to mix them with the other guys that are hungry, the new ideas, the guys that are getting to the future first. So basically the whole concept is to create the think tank of the century, putting together the people that are with new ideas and the people with the money and the influence, put them together and pull what's seeking to emerge. That's what it's all about.
And where's the think tank being held?
It's being held in Antarctica. We thought, how can we take people out of their busy lives and busy schedules? What would be a cool place to go? So the moment that we said Antarctica, it just landed.
Now, you've said before you don't believe the current entrepreneurial environment is actually sustainable. Why?
Well, basically what's happening is this. There are so many new ideas coming out. And the guys with influence, they have perhaps old ways of looking at things, right? The guys that have made the money. And the truth is, the future is coming at us so fast that the guys with the new ideas, they need mentors, they need investors. So the ways to look at this thing to create sustainability in the future is to actually put those types of entrepreneurs together. Those that can mentor the younger generation, and the younger generation is designing the future, right? Feeding the guys already made it, how the future is going to look like.
So what you're saying is it's about bringing older entrepreneurs with experience and then combining that with fresh ideas in the new generation.
And if you look at it really, I believe that in the future, the opportunities that are coming, they will be multi-million dollars, and they will be all low-hanging fruit opportunities. And then what actually happens is when you put these people together, people with the acumen, they know business. With the guys that know the new technologies and they see the future differently, that's, I think, is the magic what true entrepreneurship will become, where the new guys with the new ideas of the future and the guys with the acumens, you start to see how much more power the future looks like if you could actually integrate those two minds together.
So how critical is innovation for Australia as an economy going forward, in particular for productivity?
Absolutely. Look, innovation is the name of the game. When you live in a world where you see on the news that they are printing 3D, real things, right? It's a new game. It's a new life. Everything is new. And what actually happens is some of the people that have the power and the influence, they still attach to no change. Where the younger generations, they want change, they embrace change, they live it. And it's almost as if realign the paradigms of people that are afraid of change for those that love change and kind of line them up together. Innovation is the name of the game. So
for Australian small businesses and startups who want to dream big, how do you actually get there?
Startups, okay. So first you got to have an idea, and then you got to really, really test that idea. The moment you realize the idea has legs, now you need a channel of distribution. That's when it gets tough. See, that's where you need the wisdom, because to access the channel of distribution for somebody who's just starting out, that's the biggest difficulty. There are other people here that are influential, have the money, when to invest, they want to invest, and they're just looking for the new idea. That's when the alignment comes together to be able to actually drive through new channels of distribution. So if somebody is starting it up, I would be looking at having the idea, having a way to explain the idea powerfully, and look for the channels of distribution, pathway to customers. And that's what Unstoppables is all about.
So should small startups always aim and have the goal to be the biggest?
No. I don't see. Okay. Yes and no. Big used to be the way to go. Relevant is the way to go. If you have a big idea, it may be a simple idea that improves the quality of life for a lot of people. But I think that we live in a world right now that big is not necessarily better, and better is better. I hope I'm making sense. Sometimes just for big's sake, it doesn't cut it anymore. And profit for profit's sake doesn't cut it either. What we should be looking at is profit with a purpose. profit that can actually enhance the planet. Right? I am of the opinion that entrepreneurs of the future will look into the problems of the planet, because we have tons of them, and address the problem, make money because they're addressing the problem, and everybody's better off. The planet's better off, the community's better off, and the entrepreneur is better off. And I think some of those ideas, they will be not so big, they just be effective, powerful.
And what are those relevant sectors right now, in your view?
Well, relevant right now, in my opinion, is this. There is money in stopping poverty. It sounds like a contradiction, right? But there's actually a lot of money in taking poverty out of the planet. I think that's very relevant. Another thing I would like to comment is this. Australia is by far the best country in the world in order to prosper. I believe that Australia is wired for people's success. And if people can get that, and that's what Unstoppable is all about, is about the spirit of entrepreneurship. This country was built on the back of entrepreneurs, and it still is. It still is the land of the future. And if people really get that back and get that energy back, oh boy, you watch the next 10 to 20 years really manifest in an amazing way.